You know, maybe we call the tree of knowledge the tree of knowledge, but for me, it's the tree of the mind, meaning the illusion or it looks to me many times is an hallucination that draws me to believe that I am, that the world is what our thoughts tell us. The ability of the mind to grasp things, to call them by names, and it's like, maybe I would even call it the tree of understanding, the tree of the wish to understand and control, because this is actually
the difference between wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah, and also, but knowledge can also come from the soul. We know things. It's like we know in Hebrew, it's yadata isha. It's you know a woman because you're one with her. This knowledge can come from, in Judaism, there's also the concept of thinking with the heart. Now there's the thinking with our brain or our mind, and there is the thought that comes from the heart, which is not feely. It is a different kind of wisdom that shows itself. So what I'm saying is that if we look at the reality we've created ourselves in Israel, okay, the sense of being, that we have rights, that we are supposed to be here, that we were persecuted, and that we are supposed to have a state of our own, on the one hand. And on the other hand, we allowed ourselves to think that that can be done on the expense or victimizing other people. And we said that we have no choice. That is the reality that the tree of knowledge takes to, because the tree of knowledge is trying to solve and to create ways of doing things and paths that our mind shows us, that we as human beings create. And we are, as human beings, with no offense, are very, very limited, especially if we compare ourselves to God. So when I look at the actual knowledge that we've created, it's very limited, it's very fragile, it's an either or, always an either or. Even if we say that we strive for peace, there will come a time, and it doesn't take long for it to show itself, that says, well, I wish I could, but I can't. I wish I could, but there's no choice. The tree of life does not present such a possibility, meaning the truth does not present such a possibility. That means that if I plant my feet in the tree of life, I transform. I am transformed by the tree of life, meaning that this image that I had of myself becomes the image of God. Now, it has always been the image of God, but I refused out of arrogance, out of the thought that we need to control, and then fear that came in, that showed itself and started to run everything that we do, or much that we do. That's what happened there. And then we come to a place where we say, well, we did our best, but our best is terrible, because our best is always an either or. It's always someone paying a big price. And since we're one, it's never someone paying a big price. That's why tears are so relevant in this letter, because the tears are lamentation. What do we lament on? That's how you say. What we lament on is what you said to me that I'm crying for, or because of. Because we went astray. We forgot our true nature. We explained it so well that we believed what we said, but this is wrong. We understood it incorrectly.